Okay guys, we're going to be playing some Goldeneye here for Nintendo 64. Such a classic game. I just remember the intro, the movie, and how this game hit me as a kid. And that catchy tone is just so good. So what I wanted to really showcase here for you guys is that I remember asking my family for this game for Christmas, and I must have been good that year because I ended up getting it, and it really took me by storm. I had never seen a first-person shooter game before this, and then this one came and landed in my lap, so it has a lot of deep meaning to me. Whenever I think about Christmas, I remember the year that I got this game. It's one of the few Christmases that I remember wanting a game and being lucky enough to get what I really wanted. And I remember I played this non-stop for the next month or so at least. I couldn't get enough of it. When I first seen it, before I owned it, there were some friends of mine that were playing multiplayer. I had never seen a game with four-person multiplayer. They were duking it out in the caves and the temple, and it was just such a fun experience. So I kind of wanted to showcase the game for Christmas because it was such a strong memory for me, and I thought maybe you guys have something similar. And I think those are some of the best stories that you can share with people. So in an effort to kind of keep it a little bit more Christmas themed, we're not going to go through the whole thing. I just want to kind of showcase the two surface levels, I think. You know, the snow, the background, the ambiance, and let's just take it in and see what kind of memories come up. I really enjoy the way these missions start too, because you've got your objectives, what's going on, what the game kind of expects of you. As James Wood, he goes and speaks to M and hears what he's really got to do, the real meat of what's going on, goes to Q branch, what kind of tech is involved, do I need to use something, do I need to be aware of something that they know in the area, and then on the way out, Moneypenny always has something really curious, sometimes cliche to James, and it all just builds that environment if you've seen the movie and implementing it into the game. They just did such a good job with it. I love the intros, like just where you're at, the text, the music here. And you gotta remember, for its time, even these trees, I know they're just a flat backdrop, but it really built the environment in a way that you had never seen before. Playing Super Nintendo and then going into something like this was insane. It was unreal for me. All these little towers that you can climb up. It's kind of hard to find the ladder here and still getting used to the controls. But you got that one. That one there. And then as you go, you just kind of... Oh, there's some houses and just... What is going on out here? What does this world really look like? Knocking out the bad guys. Now, I'm not going to play perfectly. This isn't going to be a speedrun or anything, guys, but I figured I'd just showcase a little. The funny maneuvers. I'm never going to get over the design of the enemies in this game. And how the game rewards you. Like, here's some grenade rounds. You know, if you explore the buildings, we're gonna reward you. Like, if you explore, you get a new item. And that door is locked, but I wanna say one of these guys had like a key card? That's the thing, is if you... Don't know if that guy out there had one, or I probably have to come back, don't I? Hi, sir. We'll check some of these other houses. But you can kind of see the layout. That's where I came from, in case you're getting turned around here. Some of the houses are just totally empty. something just about the music and just everything building up with the game. Ooh, we got a key there. And the grenade launcher. Who doesn't want to have some fun with the grenade launcher? Let's actually go check out these other houses again. I want to see what's in this house. Safe key. That's right, because you run into the safe. And that's another way that the game had a way of just progressing. Hi, buddy. I'm gonna ruin your day. That was our empty house. That's where we got the key. Let's see, that's not far enough. Oh, you're just gonna walk into it. Again, it's not very practical to use a grenade launcher here. Don't remember exactly where the safe was. I think it might have been... See, that's the houses we were in. I know that there's another house somewhere. I think it might have been down over here. Auto aim is failing us a little bit. Pretty sure this is where the safe is. And the sniper rifle in this game, oh, it's just so... It's hard to maneuver with. Let's just stick with the traditional PP7 here. Sometimes you can get carried away and actually destroy stuff that you don't want to if you're not careful. Alright, so let's get in that safe. We got the bunker plans. Perfect. Thought there was something in here, but maybe there's not. Maybe I'm misremembering at this point. Oh, look at that. They actually rolled correctly. Sometimes they don't. And they'll essentially roll into a wall. Like that guy. Sir, are you in pain? Ow. Rude. I can't remember what's down over here. We're gonna find out. 2 more buildings. Remember when I was a kid, I didn't know what the red buttons did? And so I had a tendency to just, like, ooh, I want to push this. Like, who doesn't want to push the big red button? And then come to realize that it's just turning on the alarm, annoyingly. Some more grenade rounds. The game's just really rewarding me for whatever, I suppose. And yeah, if those cameras see you for too long, the one that's on the other side of that door will get an alarm, and then we'll have a bunch of guys spawn. But the game's pretty good at just giving in respawns and obstacles anyways. There's a satellite dish that we've seen in the little cutscene. Thank you, sir, for the weapon. Little generator, different places to hide and kind of duke it out for the battle. This leads outside. Sometimes there's somebody up here, but I don't see them this time. I think they might be... way they move when they're injured has always kind of amused me. There, we turned off the satellite. Where'd you guys come from? Probably quickly in the other door. It's always kind of amusing to me too how the doors will eventually just close on their own. Doesn't always make a lot of sense. Let's actually go over here first. Hi, sir. Bye, sir. This is where the helipad is. If you try and go in this way, you turn on the alarm. So you gotta be really careful. I just figured I'd show you guys that. I think we'll go with the black colored pencil, as I used to call it, because with the graphics that's what it kind of looked like. Alright, and they're shooting us from behind. So that's the other thing too, is like right now I feel like I'm moving faster, and I'm doing that by using the C buttons. It always felt like I could move a little bit quicker that way. But yeah, let's just clear this level. This is the first surface. What we have to do here is we have to, with a very touchy zoom in, knock out all of these. Wow. The joystick on the N64 is always a little shaky, but there we go. And that is the first surface level. Kind of gives that vibe of winter, Siberia, just everything. And just how good you did with the time, your accuracy. I love how it keeps track how many shots you fired, how good your accuracy was. Like there was something to strive for. Alright, we're not going to do the bunker. We're going to go back. Now we're going to check out the other surface level, and it's really identical, but it's darker. There's more going on. It's more ominous. James is back again, and they know he's here this time. So we got to break the communications link totally and get into the bunker. And you can really get the feeling here that the helicopter he was chasing came back here. We've got to figure out why. Again, M telling you we need to know what Janice is doing. They're starting to get suspicious. It's an inside job. Never go back. Again. So this is just going to be the same level again, but I like how it's changed, and it's harder to see, and this was one of the things that N64 did for... If any of you guys have ever played Doom, it's just like watching when your pistol will kind of change, essentially. You can sort of tell when it's gonna... Like, there's someone... There's someone... He had to finish his roll animation. Alright, we don't want those towers. We kind of remember where the bunkers were, but it is so hard to see. I mean, this isn't my video quality, guys, as much as it is. It's just hard to see this game. And this was part of the challenge. I mean, you could follow the roads when you found them. Some of the doors that were unlocked are now not unlocked. Like this one doesn't have anything in it anymore. It did last time, so you can't really go based off of... Nothing in these two houses. Alright, let's check this one. Nothing. That was that other tower, so we know there's a house over here. This is the one the guy was in that gave us the key, and now there's a camera outside, but maybe if we're quick, we can get in without... Okay, he had a comms room key and the body armor. We really want that? Alright, so let's move on. That's a tower. We've got a couple houses here. I think this is a different one, but I could be wrong. See, I'm wrong. I'm just getting turned around. But that body armor will help us kind of get around a little bit. So over here, there should be another house. We should also get to the comms tower relatively soon. It's not fair. The enemies can see me better than I can see them. You kind of catch a shadow every now and then. Alright, so this should be the side area where I opened the safe last time. See if there's anything over here differently. I honestly don't remember. No safe and the table's been moved. Oh, the table's been added in here. There's body armor. Let's check back here. He came out of this room. Now there's filing cabinets. That camera's still there. Kinda hurt, buddy. No alarm button here, but the camera could still set off an alarm. Oh, there's a little model helicopter. It's kind of funny. But it blows up if you shoot it. Sir, I'm trying to do something here. I guess it just bounces. Alright. Let's get out of here. I definitely prefer this gun. Feels like it's a little bit more powerful and tends to be a little bit more accurate than the dual wielding. Now, as far as trying to get through this mission, you guys should remember that I knocked out that guy where I got the first body armor. And he actually had the key to the comms room, which is what you need in this. You needed to get in this door right here. And this is the comms. And you have to knock out, I believe, both of them. Yeah, if you just knock out one, like I said, you're just damaging the comms. But we actually want to full out knock out the comms. Never mind, there's not a door there. We're just gonna leave. Hopefully that camera doesn't see us. He died. And then if you guys remember, the way we left first time was over here, and they actually changed some stuff. So you can still climb up here as far as getting into the bunker, because this is how we did it last time. But they kind of learned, because now they've welded it on and there's no other way to open this. So we have to go... Oh, this guy. Did he just throw a grenade and kill himself? That's mildly amusing. So we have to go to the helipad, and that's how we get in and clear the level. But yeah, it's harder to see. I mean, the level isn't as nostalgic for me, but it does really match what winter feels like, especially at night. I mean, I remember being out sledding and stuff like that around this time of year, and sometimes it would just be so fun we wouldn't get back until it's dark, and It would kind of look like this. But you can hear the helicopter too, like you know you're in the right spot, even if you can't see. Alright, and there it is. That's the helicopter, guys. We don't need to do this, but I figured, why not? Let's blow up the helicopter and make sure whoever's on it doesn't get away. That's something you have to do in later missions, but in this one, we just have to get into the bunker. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. This time, no alarm, and we can just walk right on in. But they were expecting us. That's such an ominous music. So yeah, that's what kind of happens when you enter the surface. Now, we're not going to do the bunker, like I said. I'm just going to finish it off with the dam, because that's where it started for me. Like, this was... What is James Bond Goldeneye, and what does it really feel like when you play through the campaign? And if you remember, when the movie started, he did the bungee jumping. Infiltrating the base at the dam. And this music is just so nostalgic for me. So we're just going to quickly kind of run through this, so you guys can enjoy it as we go. Wonder whose aim is worse. These guys on agent difficulty or stormtroopers? It's about a horse apiece. I mean, look at this. How can I stand in front of a bunker? This is just ridiculous. Wait for the truck to pull up. See you, sir. And that guy is running towards the alarm. I remember he would always get to the alarm before me. On this difficulty, granted, things are pretty easy, but I remember, I think on this one, you actually had to open up your menu, grab the covert modem, not for this difficulty, but and install it on the computer. And the games really reward you, like, for exploring the items that you can find. I don't know. I couldn't have been the only one that thought this gun with the poor graphics looked like a black colored pencil. I don't know. Maybe I was, but it really just gave off that vibe because of how bad the graphics were. Get down here, sir. But yeah, all you had to do was bungee jump. So let's finish this off with a bungee jump. Where's the guy shooting me from? Oh, you. See, that's how horrible their aim is. That's what I'm talking about. Alright guys, just a nice, simple, nostalgic memory of James Bond Goldeneye. What are your guys' memories of this game? What do you remember? What hits you the hardest? Was it the first FPS you ever played, or was there something else that you guys got into? You guys can let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think and what you feel, and if you guys are still watching this around Christmas, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for checking out the video.